Hi, my name is Gerhard Schwartner, and welcome to Selling Power TV. Today we have two professional experts from Deloitte. First, we have Paul Vinogradov, and we also have Abe Awasthi, and he is an expert in sales transformation. Maybe we start with Abe. How should sales leaders think about transformation by integrating AI in their sales operation?
Sales leaders today are facing an environment where they're being asked to deliver more productivity at lower cost, and they're looking at these new capabilities around AI and really off of generative AIs, which is creating a lot of the interest, to say, how can I do this better? And what we're finding is that sales leaders are either looking at how can I create new experiences for customers, partners, sales that's going to generate top-line growth, and or how can I improve productivity so I can have sort of drive growth at lower cost.
Paul, would you agree that the thinking about AI should not be isolated by a department, but unified by the CEO perspective?
Ideally, you're going to want to leverage these types of capabilities across the buyer journey, from across your go-to-market planning cycle, marketing, sales, success, services, and support. And you also don't want to constrict organizations to have to necessarily wait or go through a long, arduous approval process. And so I think that's where, depending on the use case, you are seeing organizations move ahead with use cases that are specific to sales or specific to certain motions within selling, because they're no regret. They don't pose a risk around security or accuracy or hallucinations, which might be the case if you start looking at different parts of the go-to-market journey or different aspects of the planning process.
What are some of the pitfalls that you've seen companies fall into when they embrace something without really thinking it fully through?
I think one of the challenges, certainly, and one of the risks, is that when you take all of these point solutions and experimentation, you buy some generative AI or AI in general through products that you might purchase licenses for. You may create pilots where you have custom solutions that are built in different functions. There's a risk that from a technology layer, you're going to create a lot of debt in terms of inefficiency. You're going to have data that's sitting not joined together and not able to take the advantages of each other. So there is some value to looking at what is our end-to-end customer journey, our end-to-end seller journey. How do we need to enable that very effectively so that we don't create sort of a spaghetti mess that we're going to have to try to unwind down the road?
When you make your recommendations to companies for sales transformation through AI, do you also talk to customers?
A lot of it comes back to wanting to deliver a good buyer experience, a good customer experience, and increasingly also a good partner and seller experience. And if we've got disparate tools that are being leveraged and hitting them from a marketing standpoint or a sales standpoint or a customer success standpoint, then it may not be delivering a cohesive, seamless experience.
I'm always impressed when I speak with people from Deloitte, because you are the masters at integrating things. So what is the secret sauce that you are using to help your clients with those transformations?
Bringing together capabilities that involve both technical skills, like knowing these platforms, whether it's Salesforce or Clary or Anaplan or other tools that are essential to helping this lead to cash process. That's something that I think Deloitte does particularly well. We're able to bring those capabilities together and work with our clients so that we're not only implementing software, but we're looking at implementing a process that's been well vetted and aligned to their strategy and to their desired business outcomes.
The last question I have, how should people sort of create a list of solutions that is available right now that they don't know about?
I think in practice, the way I've seen it working has been to invest time in looking at your business and where you can leverage new technology in ways that are fast and quick. So where can we make a business difference for you, and where can we do it without risk? So there's feasibility, there's risk, and there's time to value. And if we can do those things quickly and produce results, we will learn fast. And what works for one organization will not work for another. There's not a blanket way, because you have different data, you have different culture, you have a different sales motion, testing and trying. And those that have started to do that are starting to very quickly figure out how it's going to work for them. And we're finding it's not the same for everybody.
At the moment right now, and there's this sense that, we have this hammer looking for a nail. And so we have to be cognizant of, on one hand, we need to learn what are the full capabilities of Gen AI. But on the other hand, we also need to kind of go back to the basics and think about this through the lens of what business issues are we trying to solve, and then make sure that we're looking at it from a balanced perspective, and not just saying, "Hey, I got this new Gen AI thing. Let me go around and see what nails I can, knock down with it." I think the process needs to be a combination of learning, getting up the learning curve on the capabilities of Gen AI, but also thoughtfully prioritizing use cases based on, as Abe was pointing out, actual ROI.
Yeah, and I think we all need to make a distinction between artificial intelligence and real intelligence. And I think that's what I've been getting from you guys. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Yeah, thanks for the time, Gerhard.
Thanks, Gerhard.